what's going on, guys? It's J Mass, and I'm back again with another dope New England adventure. And today we have yet another really fascinating abandoned location to check out. We're going to be exploring a $1.5 million lakeside mansion here in Massachusetts. This is a huge abandoned lakeside mansion with many rooms to explore, a lot of things left behind. It's a really cool looking place. The architecture is fascinating. The rooms have a lot of cool stuff. Even later on, I'll show you the outside of the building and some of the other features it has. I mean, this is a really fascinating abandoned mansion. One of the coolest ones I've ever seen. Already scouted it out a little bit, and I'm loving it. This place is fascinating. I'm excited to show it off and share it with you guys. Now, this is actually a abandoned location that I got about a year ago, actually. I think March 2024, I was first notified of this location. Unfortunately, I just never had the chance to make it over until today. It's now February 2025, so about a year later, I finally came here. Unfortunately, though, between that time that I was told about it and the time I came, this place blew up in popularity. A lot of people have been here. So if you're a urban explorer from New England or just the Northeast in general, you've probably seen pictures or videos of this place. This is a very popular spot. A lot of people know about it. You're going to see a lot of graffiti and, unfortunately, a lot of vandalism and destruction. This is a pretty ran through place. So I'm not the first one to come here. I'm probably far from that. A lot of people have come here. It's a blown up popular spot. I'm just letting you guys know because the state of this mansion is very poor. A lot of destruction, but it's a cool one nonetheless. Still a lot to see and do. So I'm excited to bring you guys along with me as we explore this $1.5 million lakeside mansion here in Massachusetts. Now, it's been a minute since my last abandoned house exploration, actually a couple months. The last one I filmed was last year in 2024. And ever since then, my stances and views have changed quite a bit when it comes to filming abandoned houses. Now, one thing I'm going to be doing way differently in this video from my previous abandoned house explorations is I'm going to be removing a lot of identifying features and factors. For example, in a lot of those past videos, I would say the town or city name that I'm in when exploring the abandoned house. I'm not going to be doing that here. The most I'll say is that it's located in Massachusetts, but I'm not going to be saying the town or city it's in. Now, you guys know I never give away the address, I never give away the coordinates or exact location, but unfortunately, even the town or city can be a major identifying factor, and I'm going to try to avoid that. Now, the other thing is that actually in my most recent abandoned house exploration video, which I did take down for this very reason, I'm going to try to avoid filming sensitive things. Unfortunately, because people lived here, there are a lot of sensitive material left behind that includes personal notes, personal photos, and even things like medical records and medicine and all that stuff. I'm going to do my best not to film that because I think it's very exploitative. You know, I wouldn't want someone doing that to my family members. I don't want to do that to these people who lived here. So in this video, I'm going to try my best to avoid filming things that are exploitative or are unethical. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to try to be as vague as possible. I'm not going to say the city or town. I'm not going to be showing any identifying factors, nothing about the family. I will briefly mention that there is a bit of a depressing backstory to this house, but I don't want to cover it for that reason. I'm just letting you guys know all this because this might be a little different from my past abandoned house and mansion explorations. But nonetheless, I've been rambling. It's time to get started and explore this. Before we do that, though, I do want to give a shout out to my friend who's going to be joining me. As I said, I'm not going to be exploring this abandoned lakeside mansion alone. I am going to be joined by a frequent collaborator and a good friend of mine who many of you might recognize. And that, of course, is my homie, Jesse. How's it going, Jesse?
Good, how are you?
You excited to check out this abandoned lakeside mansion?
I am. I am super hyped and pumped. We have a lot of stuff to check out today. It is quite a place.
Huge. This place is giant. There's a lot of rooms. We already kind of scouted it out. A lot to see and do. So we're going to get right into that because there's a lot to see. Of course, Jesse has been with me on many videos. He's also the guy who composed my theme song. So definitely check out Jesse's channel. I'll link it below if you want to see some of his work. And of course, if you guys love urban exploration, checking out abandoned sites, traveling New England and beyond, I'm always doing that on the channel. So feel free to subscribe to the channel. I also want to give a shout out to all my channel members. You can see them right here. You guys are awesome, and I'd love it if you too became a member. You'd be supporting me and the channel directly. Or you can follow me on Instagram at jmassofficial. That's at jmassofficial. You ready, dude?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's do this. We got a lot to see.
Okay.
Hell yeah! All right, guys, so we're going to get started and explore this abandoned $1.5 million lakeside mansion here in Massachusetts. I'm pretty hyped. As I said, this is a spot I got a long time ago, back in March 2024. I was given to it by a viewer of the channel. Shout out to you, appreciate that. Unfortunately, I just never got a chance to explore it until now, which I do sort of regret because this place really blew up in popularity ever since I first got it. But regardless, we're finally here. Me and Jesse, pretty hyped to check it out.
That's right. It's pretty nice.
And you can see, I mean, this place is completely ran through. You can see the windows are destroyed, the door's wide open. I mean, getting inside here was quite easy.
Yeah. It's also quite fascinating to say that despite the current condition of the house, that $1.5 million mark is actually how much it's worth now.
We're in a pretty wealthy neighborhood in general, and it's crazy that even such a destroyed, decimated house like this is still worth quite a lot. But at the same time, that's the state of the housing market in Massachusetts. So can't say I'm shocked. Also, it is a prime location right on the lake. And there's a little surprise at the end I'll show you guys. So anyways, there's a lot to see. I'm going to try not to dwell too much, but as you can see, there are a lot of things left behind. For example, right here, we got a Bob the Builder VHS tape. You know, Bob the Builder, can you fix it?
Bob the Builder, yes, we can.
That was a banger back in the day. Got a lot of children's media, Finding Nemo sticker book, a Tonka truck book.
We even have right here an old-fashioned Animal Crackers box.
Oh yeah, way back in the day, 99 cents. So there's a lot of stuff like this left behind. Try my best not to dwell too much, or else this will be like a 2-hour-long video.
Understandable.
But yeah, we got a lot to see. This is where I filmed the introduction, and I believe this is the living room, potentially. This is actually one of the ways you can get in. And then I believe this right here is the main living room. Got the fireplace left behind. Even some logs in there, it looks like. Got some couches too, where people were chilling.
Yep, and it looks like back there may be like an old office.
Oh yeah, I was looking at this too when I was filming the intro. This is kind of cool. Check this out, guys. Looks like some sort of back office room, even maybe a library. You got a lot of bookshelves with a lot of the books still left behind. Yeah,
and it looks like even in this room, it appears that there's a very nice window that overlooks the lake.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah, let's see what we can check out through this window. This right here is the backyard. Obviously, we're filming this in February, so it's freezing cold and snowy. Right over there is the lake. This is the backyard. Looks like there was a garden back there at one point. And again, this is some sort of office or library, it looks like. A lot of stuff like that left behind. Bookshelves still have a couple books and magazines on them.
In fact, we actually, for all you old people out there who might remember, we have a Sears catalog right here.
Oh, yeah. What year is that from? Does it say?
Let's find out. Let's see.
Well, maybe pick it up.
Yeah, I was trying to look at the side. 1989.
Wow. This is from 1989, guys. 1989 Sears catalog. Yeah, all of you old heads will love it.
Yeah,
fun James
Sears.
I was gonna say fun J-Mass lore. I actually worked at Sears for literally 3 months. Back in 2016, I think, I worked at Sears. That was out right before the company pretty much died off. But yeah, kind of cool. This, I don't know if you saw this tennis racket. That's kind of cool. Old school tennis racket.
Definitely old school. I did notice that there is a tennis court part of this little estate.
There's a tennis court in the backyard, which might be tough to see in the snow, but hopefully we can check it out. Let's peek in this little room here. I think this might be one of the bedrooms. Yeah, so this mansion has a lot of bedrooms as well. Quite a few. When I looked, I don't know if this is accurate, but when I looked online at the listings, it said it was a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom mansion. Again, I don't know how accurate that is, but it says 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
That's right.
So this is bedroom number 1, and then back here is bathroom number 1.
Yep, so this is one of the bathrooms. It is, as you can tell, the place has been completely ransacked by other people, looters, vandals.
Yep.
So some of the rooms are kind of difficult to determine what they were actually meant for. But this room, I believe, is quite clearly one of the bigger main rooms. Yeah, especially 100%. Looking at all this area right here, old-fashioned way to store all your clothing.
Yeah, I got these aqua-colored closets and drawers.
Yeah, and not to mention a fireplace right in the room.
Fireplace in the room, that's interesting to me. That's something you don't see very often.
I think there's at least
Oh, and
3 fireplaces in this house that I've seen so far.
I just want to point out this painting. This painting is right above the chimney. Look, I mean the fireplace. Look at this. Looks like a fall day in some New England town.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
A nice, beautiful, small movie.
Almost reminds you of like Vermont or New Hampshire. That's really pretty. Look at that.
Yeah.
Probably handmade even. That's cool. But yeah, unfortunately, as I mentioned, this place got really popular last year. I think around summer 2024, this place blew up in popularity. So as a result, we're basically getting these sloppy seconds. This place is very destroyed, and unfortunately, a lot of it is from vandals who don't know how to treat locations, sadly. Toilet right here, which I'm not going to be showing you guys the inside of because every toilet I've looked in has had a gross surprise inside.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, look at these Timberlands just in there. Oh no, those aren't Timberlands. Thinsulate. I don't know what that is. Off-brand Tims. Tims. So Timu Tims did. Unlike mine.
Crazy. And check it out, this entire place. Like, even look at the ceiling. You don't see ceilings like this anymore. You can see how it's all peeling.
Yeah. Is that plaster?
Yeah, it's plastered with like it's not just completely like flat. There's a what would you call it? I'm missing the word.
Like, I mean, it's not a popcorn ceiling, but it's like similar vein where there's like a lot of texture.
Yeah, thank you. It's texture that has it has a feeling, a look to it. You know, it's
interesting.
Very old fashioned, honestly. You
sure.
you don't see this anymore in like modern houses.
For sure.
Especially with all the tiling everywhere.
Yeah, the handiwork is really cool.
Yeah, and it really like strikes back to like, you know, all those like 50s diners and whatnot.
Absolutely. Speaking of old-fashioned, I forgot to mention, but this house was constructed all the way back in 1941. Literally the year the United States entered World War II. So this is an old mid-20th century house built in 1941. And in terms of when it was abandoned, we don't have the exact year, but sources claim that it was abandoned sometime between 1990 and the 2000s. So again, I don't know when it was abandoned, but it was sometime in the 90s or 2000s. Right. I personally think it was abandoned in the 2000s because Jesse and I have already found a lot of 90s memorabilia and even some 2000s things. So I think it was abandoned sometime in the early to mid 2000s. But again, we don't know.
Right. So what we're looking at right now, it looks like this is some sort of walk-in closet area.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that the room that we were just in is probably the master bedroom.
I think so too.
With their own bathroom, not a lot of area to really store stuff. You know, the bed that you couldn't really tell because it has a bunch of junk on it is still like, you know, of a really big size, like maybe a queen.
No, I 100% agree. I think we were just in the master bedroom. I mean, it even had a fireplace. Like, how much more can you get than that? Yeah. But of course, right here, you're looking at an old closet, a walk-in closet. You go further back here. This even looks like another bathroom, potentially.
Yeah, it looks like it goes through.
Yeah, this is another bathroom. There's a bathtub here, toilet. I mean, this one is in severe disrepair.
Yeah. You can
looks like the mirror was probably here at some point, or the medicine cabinet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would assume so. With all, you know, this looks like a bunch of like little soap containers right there.
Well, you even got old soap right there.
Yeah. But you can clearly tell that these two rooms definitely suffered harshly.
Yeah.
The years were not very kind.
This place, I mean, clearly has a lot of water damage, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of moisture was probably trapped in here. But yeah, this place is in definitely so far the roughest condition I've seen. But yeah, got another bathroom. And then here, freaking Jesus Christ, I don't even know if I can fit through this door.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to fit through it.
This right here looks like a kid's room. This, I believe, is a kid's room.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. So you got a kid's bed right here.
Yep. I mean, a nice pull-out bed, actually, for two.
Yeah. Pull-out bed, that's true. You don't see those as much anymore.
No, he has an oldie.
And then you have a lot of kids' toys. I mean, looks like a monster truck right here.
Yeah, it's one of those RC cars.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have one when I was younger.
RC car. A lot of kids' books. See, do I recognize any of these? I'm going to try not to show those pictures.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pictures, old memorabilia from the family.
As I said in the introduction, I'm going to try my best not to show personal things like photographs or records, just out of respect for the family that was here before us. So I'm going to try my best not to show that. But there's a lot of them on the bed. But there are a lot of other things, like I said, children's books, some stickers left behind.
Your kids' books. If you look right here, there's even an old torn up SpongeBob poster.
So this has to be abandoned in the 2000s.
Yeah.
If SpongeBob's there.
At least the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's my theory is this was abandoned in the 2000s.
Yeah, and it appears like at least that the family that left, they weren't just, looks like they had like a full family, like maybe a couple
for sure.
kids and whatnot.
Probably mother, father, kids.
Yeah.
I think this just leads outside. Just gonna, yeah, this leads outside. I'm not gonna head out, but you can see it's completely overgrown with sticks and brush. But yeah, pretty cool. This is the kids' room. Very interesting. Let's keep going, see what else we can find. Now Jesse and I are heading down the hallway, which I really want to point out. Look at this hallway. Is that not kind of creepy to you?
It gets even better on this side too. The entire ceiling over here has come down and it's just completely wrecked.
Yeah, wow. Structural damage is pretty bad in this house.
Yeah. To be honest, not sure how long the whole house would actually be up for much longer, really.
And this right here is a towel rack, by the way. We walked by this earlier. For some reason, I thought it was bunk beds, but no, this is a towel rack. But I was going to say really quick, I've seen a lot of pictures of this hallway, and I always thought it was like a tunnel system, but no, this is literally their hallway. It's just, there's like no paint or anything. It's just bare walls. It's really bizarre. This right here is yet another bedroom. I also think this is a kid's bedroom of some sort.
Yep. In here, we definitely have like a bunch of like smaller beds.
Oh yeah.
That like this room to me feels like, even with the beds, that it is like the kids' room almost. You know.
100%.
Like despite the beds being in here, it feels like where the
100%.
kids would probably be to hang out because of the amount of space.
Like look at this. I mean, you have a children's shoe, infants and mothers. Yeah, there's 100% a kids room.
And
American
especially
baby.
with the white with a blackboard and whatnot, like. It just kind of fits the bill, you know?
100%. Really quickly, too, by the way, check this out. You can see these are all of the urban explorers who've been here. I even recognize a couple of these names. So if your name is on this, shout out to you. As long as you didn't vandalize. If you vandalized, not shout out to you. But if you didn't vandalize, shout out to you. No, but yeah, these are a bunch of different urban explorers who visited this house. And like I said, I do recognize a couple of these names, even explored with a few of them. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Right
Vacuum,
here,
yeah.
we have an old Hoover.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a Hoover.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Hoovers were some of those, like, one of the big brands of vacuums back in the day. They were, like, the number one.
Oh,
but right next to Kirby.
Oh, you're not a Dirt Devil fan?
I forgot about Dirt Devil, I'll be honest.
Yeah, just joking.
But no, my family's a Kirby family.
Yeah. Oh, look at this old school Verizon wireless flip phone. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. And even look at this right
here.
here.
Tetris on it. Oh, yeah. Speaker, right?
Yeah, I think so. Either a speaker or some sort of radio.
Must be speaker because there's a, as you can see, there's a old box TV right here.
Right.
Must be a speaker system. Stereo system, I mean.
Very old fashioned with the
oh yeah.
The hanger on top of it.
That's
That
funny.
could just be a decor.
That's funny. That's crazy, yeah. Old TV, speaker, flip phone. I mean, this has to be 2000s.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, though. As I said, try not to dwell too much, but some of this stuff is so cool. You just got to look at it. This is another thing I saw earlier that was cool. This looks like a horse riding hat. I don't know the exact terminology for it, but you can tell it was used to ride horses, like a jockey cap. Jockey cap, that's what it's called.
Yeah. It is definitely like a hat, like a helmet, not so much like for decoration.
Yeah, it's for riding horses. Jockey cap, or like playing polo or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, this is yet another kids' room. Pretty cool looking. You want to step down there?
Yeah.
See what's going on?
All right. It looks
school
like down
Sprite,
here
too.
might be. We have a bathroom. Looks like it might have been the kids' bathroom. They clearly have a whole bunch of
Oh yeah, more
like,
closet space.
closets of some sort. Maybe. So there is a door right here that leads outside. So this could have been like a mud room, perhaps.
That's true. Oh yeah, maybe they came in when they were done playing,
Right.
put off their shoes and all that.
Put off the shoes. A nice little bathroom right here to get washed up. A double walk-in shower with two heads.
I just want to see what year this is from. This is from May. Oh, 1988. May 1988.
Damn.
This calendar is from the late 1980s. That's crazy. Wow. Just when you see stuff like that just laying around, it's like, it's almost like a time capsule.
Yeah, but in here, like as I was saying, like you have a nice walk-in bathroom, like
Yep.
a shower, two heads.
Whoa. Oh yeah, Huge bathroom here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a walk-in shower. That's kind of interesting.
Completely walk-in with 2 different heads, so it's you know, if that is a mudroom, this is perfect. If you get all dirty, you can just walk right in.
Yep. You can see a lot more stuff left behind. Even looks like there's a vase full of shells over there. That's kind of cool.
Yep, little old-fashioned decor.
But yeah, I can see a lot of bathroom stuff left behind. Toothpaste, toothbrushes,
Old toothpaste.
Neosporin. Yep.
Band-aids.
Crazy. Yeah, that was yet another bathroom. This right here, of course, is the fuel box. Kind of interesting to see that. And then the hallway. Maybe I think what we'll do, there's still a lot more to see in this house, so maybe we'll go back here and then we'll head right back up to where we were.
Sorry.
Let's peek into this room next. Now, again, if you guys are familiar with this abandoned location, you're probably familiar with pictures of this spot. I constantly see pictures of this on my Instagram. This is the computer room. Again, keep in mind the time span or the time frame we're here. If this was early 2000s, this would have been the computer room.
Right.
Computer rooms really aren't a thing anymore, but back in the day, I feel like a lot of middle-class households had computer rooms. That's what this would have been. You can see they have an old-school desk jet, an HP desk jet.
Yeah, nice and old-fashioned. All these old monitors.
Yeah, look at
old-fashioned Microsoft.
Oh yeah,
mouse,
old keyboards and mice.
Don't see those anymore.
Sadly, it does seem like people have graffitied the monitors, which is kind of sad. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Sony right there. Another TV. Oh yeah, another vestige of the past, a road atlas from 1996.
So crazy enough, right here, we actually have a 2004 book.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100% 2000s then.
2005?
The reason we keep bringing it up, by the way, is because I was told this was abandoned in the 1990s, but every single sign I'm seeing tells me otherwise. This has to have been abandoned in the 2000s. Yeah, like Jesse said, you got 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
What else we got? Oh, an old home phone right there. Cordless telephone with a digital answering machine. This is so cool. This house is bringing me back. I mean, Jesse and I are both in our mid-20s, so we grew up as kids in the 2000s, so a lot of this stuff is pretty nostalgic for us.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff. Like, when I was growing up, I had a computer room, actually.
Me too, yeah. We had a computer room.
And I remember...
And we only had one. My whole family had to share one computer.
I remember when I was in preschool, I think, when computers were new, there was only one computer, and we had to share it.
Exactly.
It looked like this.
Yep.
And we would play Green Eggs and Ham.
That's kind of funny. I do remember that. I remember sharing it with my whole family. Crazy times. Is this Scrabble, maybe? Looks like Scrabble just laying on the floor.
Yeah, I think so, with the pews.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely Scrabble. Yeah. I was wondering, what these things were. That's probably what it is. And this is...
Actually... When was Scrabble made, Jacob? Do you know?
I don't know. I want to say maybe around the 50s.
Because this is not Scrabble.
Oh, upwards. Well, it is by Milton Bradley, which is the company that makes Monopoly and...
Right, so it looks like this might have been a...
1983. So that's from 1983. But I do recognize Milton Bradley as the company that makes a lot of these board games.
That's right.
Monopoly, I know 100%.
Maybe this is a predecessor to Scrabble or just a knockoff.
I have a feeling it might be a knockoff.
It's probably just a knockoff.
I'll have to look that up later. I'm not sure.
Just put it right back on the floor.
All right, we're going to peek into this little area here. This, I think, is more of just a little patio section. For reference, we just came out of the computer room, and it leads to this pretty large patio area, which is kind of cool. Actually, this is where that closet section was. Right here. Got the kids' room, the closet, bathroom, and then you have a patio.
Yeah, interesting.
Very cool.
It looks like it all connects.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Even a thermometer. Yeah, it's 30 degrees out. Roughly 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Still works.
This must be where, maybe they would let the kids out to play, but play so they were outside getting some air, but
exactly.
they weren't running around free kind of deal.
That's what I think too, yeah.
Or also it's a nice place to sit and put some chairs to read.
All right, let's keep going down the hallways. A couple other rooms to check out. Of course, you got your standard Mohegan Sun cup right here.
That's right. Classic.
Loved gambling, I assume. Yeah.
Check this out.
What is it?
So it's another one of these boxes.
Oh, yeah.
So this, because we found another one in another room.
Yeah.
I'm theorizing that perhaps maybe that these are actually meant, like they're all connected as a way to communicate throughout the house.
Do you think it was like an intercom system, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's like a master intercom somewhere.
Yeah, that's interesting. Huh, good eye. I didn't notice that. All right, this looks like just yet another closet. Won't spend too much time in here, but yeah, this is the instruction manual for that Hoover we saw earlier. Then of course they got luggage, a fan. There's a lot of stuff in here. Won't spend too much time, but yeah, another closet area. Pretty cool looking.
Yeah, definitely just a storage space.
For sure. Another bathroom here. By the way, this is already more than three bathrooms, so that online listing was clearly incorrect.
Yeah, there's at least 4 bathrooms.
Yeah, I've counted at least 4 so far.
And there is also an upstairs, so I gotta assume that there's maybe one up there too.
And a downstairs.
Yeah, true.
Okay, we have yet another another bedroom. Yet another bedroom. Again, this is probably for kids. I feel like we've seen so many kids' bedrooms. They must have had a lot of children.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We have a nice, really sturdy wheelchair.
Rocking chair. That's
Rocking
cool.
chair.
Elmo slippers. You got another Bob the Builder VHS tape. Clearly they were big Bob the Builder heads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, closet space, and then a lot of newspapers. Actually, do these have... Oh, this is from 2004. October 15th, 2004.
Crazy. It looks way older. Well, I mean, it's probably because the paper's just weathered, but like the way that...
I know. I thought it would be from the 80s or 90s.
The newspapers just don't look like this anymore with all this like...
I know.
Like it like pops
yellow.
out at you a lot. Not even just the color, but like shop tax 3 in New Hampshire. Like it's just it's very advertising.
It is, yeah. No,
which
that's crazy.
Just doesn't happen too much in like papers these days.
Interesting.
Most likely because papers are not a big thing anymore. But
it does look like these people took this on the plane. This is from Logan Airport, Boston airport tag. That's kind of cool.
It's a Samsonite.
Yep, pretty solid brand.
Oh yeah, I use Samsonite.
Let's peek in here in this other bedroom. Now this bedroom is interesting. Jesse and I came here earlier and you'll notice that the bed, oh yeah, Jesse's got to hide some sensitive material. But you'll notice that the bed is perfectly made. Look at that. Now, one thing I want to mention really briefly, when Jesse and I came here, there were actually already footprints in the snow. Again, very popular spot, so that implies that some people have already come here within the last few days. It actually snowed on Thursday. We're filming this Saturday morning, so if I had to guess, there were people here yesterday. And this does look very freshly made.
Yeah, these sheets are very fresh. I'm not going to pick up underneath. I'm going to let myself believe that the entire thing is clean.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure there aren't thousands of bed bugs hiding inside.
No but bed bugs, no mold, right?
Yeah.
Not that we can tell.
But that is really interesting. We have a set-up bed. We'll put those back up in a bit, but there was a lot of personal photography and stuff, a lot of identifying factors. Again, there was a pretty big family that lived here. I do know the backstory is a little sad, but still very interesting to see nonetheless. Looks like a blanket in there. And then I think I already showed you guys this bathroom, but here we are, the bathroom. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's really about it for the end of the hallway. Still got a lot more to see though. What do you think? Quick nap and then keep going?
Yeah. Maybe later.
Maybe another time. Okay guys, so next up we're going to show you yet another pretty iconic location in this house, and that is the kitchen and dining room. So this right here is the kitchen, and then here's the other famous spot. Again, I always see pictures of this on Instagram. The little dining room section. You have this beautiful glass window peeking out into the courtyard, and then the almost 1970s style seating area, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Again, I always see pictures of this. This is a very popular, iconic spot.
It is very scenic.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like something you see in a Johnny Rockets. Yeah,
that's true. I can kind of see that. But yeah, so this is the kitchen right here. You can see there's just so much going on.
Yeah, it's completely wrecked.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately,
very destroyed.
But you can still get the idea of how it looked. Like clearly, like right over here would be like the cooking area.
Yep.
Over here looks like it was just like a counter.
I mean, they have like a sink right here.
Yep, a nice sink for cleaning, and they have an oven that's raised up.
1997, by the way.
1997, nice.
But then you also have stuff like this. You have some old school cooking books, recipe books. I mean, this is a microwave dinner book, which if that doesn't scream vestige of the 80s or 90s, I don't know what does.
Two facts.
It's a fake bird egg. It's very bizarre. I do remember someone posted this in their video. Fake bird egg. Very weird.
Also, right here, we have a very old Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Menu.
You like Longhorn Steakhouse?
It's been a while since I've been there, but I
haven't been there in a few years. Haven't been there in a while.
It's hard to remember.
If this place wasn't absolutely disgusting and covered in asbestos and paint, I would have loved to sit over here, but
oh yeah,
not going to happen right now. But some cool stuff nonetheless. This is an old radio set right here. Look at this. It says a Nikai mini personal television with AM, FM radio. Oh, so it was a TV/radio. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Wow.
Very small picture, probably black and white.
Oh, fridge right here. Covered in graffiti again, sadly. Just a lot of magazines and newspapers. You also have a lot of takeout menus. Yeah, I mean, of all the rooms, this one's probably the most trashed.
Yeah.
Sadly, but it's very cool. It's one of the most iconic rooms in the house, this kitchen. Just really quickly show you guys over here. They got the oven, the sink, all of the drawers and cabinets and all that. Dishwasher right here. You can see someone recently did a load of dishes.
Everybody doing their part to keep it
exactly.
clean.
Actually, one thing I do want to point out, I saw this earlier. Someone wrote, "Please keep clean. Took me forever to clean up." So I do think for every vandal you get, you also get people who actually try to clean this place up, which is very commendable.
Yeah. Very
Definitely,
nice.
Support people who try to clean up abandoned locations. And then we have another little room in here, which, what do you think this room is? I'm not really sure. Some sort of like just dish room.
That's what my guess is. It's some sort of like
Just a
pantry-ish.
pantry. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
This is probably where they kept all their like the plates and whatnot and their food.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a pantry. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, you can see they just have a lot of different food and dishes in here. Just a little offshoot from the main kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
Right here, it looks like we have an old-fashioned
Friendly's
container.
If you guys have been watching my channel, you know I've been to every single Friendly's in Massachusetts. All 25 of them.
Yeah, all that remain.
Yep. That's really cool. Wow. Pretty interesting. I think, oh yeah, and we'll get to here later because see, there is also a basement level. This is the basement right here. But I think that's really about it for the ground level. We're going to look around, make sure we didn't miss anything, but this actually might be it for the ground level of this section of the house. There's a basement, I think there's an upstairs, and then, like I said, there's a secret surprise at the end. So Jesse and I are going to take a look, make sure we didn't miss anything, and then we'll keep on exploring. You ready, sir?
Yes, I am, Corporal.
So just going back to where we started off the video, right over here in this section, we did miss this little area here. Jesse has an interesting theory, though, what this room is, because I honestly don't know. All there really is some cabinets here and a huge deep freezer. But Jesse has an interesting theory. I'll let him explain what it is.
That's right. So, if you look right here, there's a nice little way out.
Yep. It's right outside.
That goes right out to the back.
Yep.
And the way, and there's like a little like storage area over here.
Yeah.
It looks like it's really at the back area to like to this room. But yeah. My guess for this room though, judging by the times and who knows, like based off of like hobbies, but this could be a big freezer meant for hunting. So
yeah.
They would bring the game in, like venison, rabbits or whatever, and they would put the meat in here.
I could see that. I mean, considering the town we're in like the mid to late 20th century, is probably a lot more rural than it is now.
Yeah.
All I'll say is we are in a suburban town, but I'm sure back in the 20th century it was probably more rural because it hadn't, grown as much as it has now. Right. So I could see hunting being more of a common hobby back then.
It's just a theory. I could very much
game theory. Yeah, cool little TV there. This fireplace I really like. Look at this thing. This is very rustic. Also kind of goes along. This almost looks like a hunting lodge in a way.
Yeah.
Like now that you mentioned that could be for storing, you know, game meat. This reminds me of a hunting lodge, you know?
Yeah. This room and these two rooms could have been like maybe like a meeting area. Like maybe there was like some sort of like, you know, maybe a few hunters got together and they would hang out here.
I could definitely see that. Absolutely.
You know? Because I mean, like this is clearly like an upper class neighborhood. So, you know, they're going to have more upper class hobbies.
Totally. I could definitely see that. I do agree. So these are the last few rooms Jesse and I missed. Show you really quick. This is one of the other, actually this might even be the main entrance itself. I think this is the main entrance. This looks like some little classic closet area.
Yep, there's another closet. This could be the actual mud room, you know, I was wrong from earlier.
I think that was probably for the kids, actually. Yeah. It's probably the kids one. But yeah, I just got a lot of random stuff. And then two little rooms over here. Actually, we already did see this one. This is
the library office space, and this is just another bathroom.
Oh yeah, yet another bathroom. Bathroom number 5. All right, this is like a very old school looking toilet.
Yeah, this is a very old toilet.
But yeah, this is yet another bathroom. So actually, I guess we have officially seen all of the ground floor. One thing I want to show you guys really quick is there in that what we think is a hunting room, there is a loft. Not sure how we're going to get up to it, but we did see a loft, which looks really fascinating. Let's show you right here. You peek up. Look at that. There's a loft up there. It might even be just an attic, but we got to find a way to get up there, dude.
Yep. And along with that, there's also a very steep way down to the basement.
There's a basement. We're definitely going to get to the basement. Yeah, very steep. Wow.
Yeah, very steep.
But there's a basement, there's an attic, and then as I keep alluding to, there's a surprise at the end, which we'll get to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to see if we can get up there or down there next. Still quite a bit more to see. But really cool abandoned lakeside mansion thus far. I've enjoyed looking at it, and I've definitely been getting a little nostalgic with all the stuff we've been seeing.
Absolutely.
A lot of VHS tapes, all that stuff. Pretty cool. Oh, even a Polaroid down there. Look at that.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Polaroid.
Old-fashioned. All right, so guys, check this out. All right, I just stepped on this, but look, it's a very old-fashioned raincoat. It's classic
rubber,
yellow.
Rubber raincoat.
Rubber raincoat reminds me of the lady on the Salt.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of like those like rubber raincoats you see on like old like fishermen like Maine and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I just thought that was cool.
That is cool. No, thanks for pointing it out. It's interesting.
No problem. But check this out, guys.
So we did find an upstairs section, which hopefully leads to that loft area I showed you. Probably an attic, though. I don't think this is an upstairs room, just an attic, most likely.
This is certainly an attic. It is very wide.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly, there's a lot of storage. They have a lot of candles, probably for Christmas time, right here.
Oh, yeah. You can see that. This is definitely a storage attic.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head up here. Yeah, let's check that out, because I think that might be the loft section.
Right. Just be very careful, because as we've seen, the house is not the most stable. It has suffered a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got to be careful.
So take your step lightly.
Oh, this is from 1994.
Nice.
1994. This is from
Western Sunday Globe.
This one I don't see a date. Oh, 1994 as well.
Yep, 1994.
Wow. Oh, that's about the Big Dig. Wow.
The Big Dig.
That's when they completely redeveloped Boston.
Hey, check it out. An old political cartoon.
Oh yeah, geez, that's about the Yugoslav War. A very depressing time in European history.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Yeah, that's actually when the Yugoslav wars were ongoing. I think that's specifically from the Bosnian War.
Yeah,
jeez.
It appears like it was Bosnia, Europe, and America being represented.
Oh wow, this just goes on. Yeah, we're obviously in the attic right now, as you guys can see, and this attic is absolutely massive. You got this section here, this section back there, and then this is the loft that we were showing you guys. You can peer right down below. The hunting lodge section, that's just what I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
Looks like a hunting lodge, but this peers out and you can kind of sit up here.
So It's probably a good time to actually say this. So this area right here that we were in, this part of the house is actually made of brick.
Oh yeah.
And the other parts of the house are not. They're made of wood and concrete and whatnot, which tells me that this was most likely the first part of the house. This is the original bit.
Most likely.
And the rest of it was added on at a later time.
Yeah, although I mentioned it was built in 1941, that doesn't mean the entire house was. A lot of the house was probably added on later. They probably built additional sections of the house in later years. I mean, there were a couple parts we were walking around that I thought struck me as like 1970s.
Yeah.
Not all of this looks like super old. Some of this looks 70s or 80s-esque,
Yeah, definitely the house resembles like a few different
eras,
time frames, like in terms of like the way that it's designed.
Comfort rider. That's interesting.
Look at all these.
Yeah, a lot of charcoal paintings. Whoever was up here was definitely an artist.
Yeah, honestly, no idea if these are originals or just from people that showed up and just.
That's true. That's a good point. I do just want to peek out here really briefly. Looks like there's a little peek out into the backyard. Yeah, so actually this right here is the roof.
This leads out to the roof?
Yeah, I'm not going to walk on it, but
Waka.
chimney right here, roof right there, and then back there is the lake.
Interestingly enough, here.
I would just be careful.
So, right here is actually another chimney.
Oh yeah.
And it's clear. It looks like there's a grate in there, so it tells me that maybe there's some wood firing that they did some up here. Like perhaps they would hang out up here on nice nights, perhaps.
That's a good point. Interesting.
Pretty interesting, yeah.
I think what we'll do before we head back down is just check out the other side of this attic. And then of course we got the whole basement, which is left to see. So let's just head over here really quick. Yeah, as Jesse said, most of what's up here is just storage. Looks like there was a lot of Christmas stuff over here. Yeah, this is all of the Christmas lights and candles. Look at that.
So check it out. Right here we have an old box for an old-fashioned computer laptop.
Oh, wow. Personal computer. That's interesting.
That's right.
PC 5500 by Sharp.
The early predecessors to the common day laptop. The entire thing was basically a suitcase. It was so big and bulky.
That's really cool, dude. Wow, nice find.
Thank you.
Fascinating. Yeah, a lot of random stuff here. Won't spend too much time, but you can see they have just a lot of stuff laying around. This was definitely, like most attics, it was definitely for storage. Oh, this is interesting. You know how earlier I mentioned that jockey cap we saw?
Oh yeah. Oh look.
Look, this is its
looks like it's the box for it.
International Riding Helmets Limited.
Look, we got some gloves too.
Gloves? I need those. My hands are freezing.
Yeah. The
That's
standard
cool.
for quality, safety, and style. International riding helmets.
That's really cool.
So it's definitely confirmed as a horse riding helmet.
Of course, yeah. Interesting. And then it looks like, wow, this attic just goes on and on. Jeez.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
The entire attic, it's almost as if this
Closet.
entire thing is like an entire second floor just combined into one. Just comprised of the roof.
It really does make me think that. Some more board games. I got Yahtzee.
You want to see old-fashioned train tracks?
So much stuff.
Bunch of old stuff, yeah.
And then I think I'll just peek out here. This is just another view of the roof, probably. Yeah. Oh, that must be the tennis court, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That must be it.
Pretty cool, though.
And we also have an old desk.
Oh, an old desk. This looks like a school desk, even.
Yeah. Something I would have used.
Like writing from there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Old school desk.
Old-fashioned school desk.
Yeah, guys, that was the attic. Not too much up here. Just a lot of miscellaneous memorabilia. Pretty cool storage area. So now what we're going to do is head to the basement. There is a basement section. Oh, some train track. It's kind of cool.
You have some nice old train tracks.
There is a basement section, so we're going to head there next and see what's down there. There is, or supposedly there is, a really cool thing down there. Hoping we can find it, so I'll meet you guys down there. Okay, we are now heading down into the dark depths of the basement. So this is just one of the many entrances into the basement. We did find a couple others. Is this, what do you think this is,
This is
Freezer?
an old-fashioned freezer. My grandmother actually used to have one of these.
Oh yeah, General Electric GE.
Yep. This is just an old-fashioned freezer.
Yeah.
It's it's not really nothing special.
This is a
It's
true
something
deep
respectable.
freezer, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have a lot of glass and plastic bottles. I assume at some point they wanted to recycle all these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of grape juice.
A lot of grape juice.
A lot of grape juice.
Oh, these people love grape juice. Damn, look at this grape juice.
Grape juice.
Actually, after every grape juice, I'm gonna do the vine boom in post-editing. So every time I say grape juice, there's gonna be a vine boom. Grape juice, grape juice, grape juice, grape juice, grape juice, grape juice, grape juice. So much.
So we come into this room, we have what looks like either, let's see.
Oh, what is this, a furnace?
This is the American Standard Sanitary.
Oh, radiator.
Yep, it's a radiator. This is the heater.
Old school heater, yeah, heating system.
So, in fact, if you actually look inside, you still see a bunch of old ashes in there.
Wow.
From back when they would, obviously, like, they would fill this up with wood, coals, and whatnot, and shut the door. Right here was a little valve, basically a fan that would blow air up into it to get the whole thing moving, and you can see all the ventilations that would go through all the house.
That's fascinating, yeah, interesting.
And obviously down here, you can see they have a nice ping pong table.
Oh, yep, got a ping pong table right here. Obviously seen better days, and even the ping pong paddles are in pretty rough shape.
Oh yeah, everything is in rough shape. I've seen better days for sure.
But then here you got the laundry room. Look at this.
That we do.
Dryers, washing machines, got the ironing board. Wow, interesting. A lot of detergents up here. I mean, yeah, this is the laundry room. Interesting. But they have a lot more than I expected. Probably do multiple loads at once.
And check it out, right?
Oh, yeah.
They old-fashioned drying. Like, look at this, right? I haven't seen one of these.
Oh, yeah,
forever.
wow. They got these. Yeah, like Jesse said, they got the old-fashioned clotheslines to do some drying. That's kind of cool. Usually you see those outside, but seeing that indoors is interesting.
You got an old mop bucket right here.
Yeah, clearly a janitor lived here.
Yeah, you're a janitor. No, they probably bought it.
No, that is cool, yeah. True. Yeah, let's keep on going. A lot of interesting stuff down here. Old telephone. Western Union.
We have another netting
for the ping pong table.
Ping pong, yeah.
What's in here? Just a closet?
It's very dark. It looks like a workshop.
Oh, workshop. Yeah, some sort of workshop.
Yeah, just a nice small little workshop.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just you can see they have some pieces of those glass things that we saw in the kitchen.
It's most likely for replacing them if they ever broke.
Exactly, yeah. Just handiwork and stuff in here.
A small little sink right here. Or
Fascinating.
at least a little tub.
Ladder right here.
Nice
Cool.
step
Keep on
ladder.
going.
See, is there 1997?
Wow. All right, we're gonna keep on continuing down these very cramped basement halls. Got another heater right here.
Yep. Got another heating system.
Huge heater.
And this one actually has the door on it still.
Oh yeah, this one's shut.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Probably
same
busted
company,
shut.
same design,
Yep, same company, yeah.
Sunbeam. Republic Steel Corp. It's interesting.
Yep, so we come over here. We have the oil
This is the water boiler, water heater.
water heater, and then the oil tank.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Jeez, what is
house actually
Oh, it's
had an
nice.
oil tank just like this,
Yeah.
but we took it out because we don't use it.
I mean, that's another vestige of like the 20th century.
Yeah.
Huge oil tanks like that.
Oh.
My house doesn't even have one. Interesting. Yeah, I know the ice is crazy, so
Yeah.
brittle.
Lots of ice down here.
Some piping that goes all the way down there. Look at this huge piping.
All right, it looks like right here are the steep stairs that we saw earlier.
Oh yeah, those are the steep stairs.
Yeah, which tells me that this is probably all original house. So that heater is probably the original heater.
True. True.
And the other one is probably added for all the additions.
I would have to agree. I think so. That's interesting. And they even have one of these push carts.
Yeah. Not only that, but look what's on it.
Yeah, work boots. Wow.
Not even that.
Oh,
those
yeah,
those are fishing pants.
Wow.
Or is that what they're called?
I don't
Anyways,
even know the name, but
the boots are attached to the pants. It's all rubber, so you wear them up. So you can go this deep into the water without any of it getting into your pants.
Fascinating.
Or get stuff wet. I know they still use those today on bogs.
yeah, cranberry bogs. I mean, a lot of fishermen, like you said.
Yeah.
So I do think we might have missed one section of the basement. So let's
Well, we sure did.
walk over here. I believe it was over here.
You missed one bit, and there's quite a little something in there.
Hopefully there is.
It sure is.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah, okay, there is a really cool surprise at the very end, which you guys will see. We'll get to that shortly, but I'm pretty excited to see that. This looks like yet another workshop right here.
Oh yeah, this looks. If the one workshop that we saw earlier could have been the like an earlier workshop, and then this could have been like an extension of it.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, and like they clearly like moved down here. Look at all that paint.
Oh, so much.
There's so much paint.
They have a lot of stuff. I mean, denatured alcohol too, wood stain,
Yeah, wood stain.
liquid
gloss.
thinner. Yeah. Wow, a lot of
Change
nails
of
and
gear.
screws over here. Oh, Mystic Seaport. That's down in Connecticut.
I wonder how old this shit is.
I mean, it doesn't even look opened.
Nope, it doesn't.
But yeah, that's from Mystic, Connecticut.
Let's see, is there a date? 1995.
Wow. Fascinating. Yeah, definitely a workshop in here. A lot of interesting things just laying around.
Oh yeah.
Got a vice grip. Cool. And then this section here is just completely decimated. Look at that, dude.
Oh yeah.
Destroyed.
Completely destroyed.
Yeah, absolutely
Everything's
destroyed.
everywhere.
What's on that whiteboard? Anything interesting? I just don't want to show it just in case.
It looks like it is a
To-do list, maybe?
a list of things that need to be fixed. Barn, second floor, tennis court, stone bench,
yeah.
drain pipe, lower barn outside.
So just the guy's to-do list, basically.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Entrance, bathroom, new pipes.
Wow.
Who knows maybe it's one of the last people who lived here. I would
Probably my guess.
assume, hope so at least, just for, curiosity.
Well, guys, you ready for one of the very cool sights of this house? Check this out. An abandoned motorboat. I mean, is this not super cool? Because to me, this is fascinating. I don't think I've ever actually seen an abandoned boat before. This might be my first. Yeah, I think this is literally the first abandoned boat I've ever explored.
Yeah,
Fascinating to see.
it is very fascinating.
But this is definitely an old motorboat. For reference, by the way, we are in the garage. Here in my garage. Just bought this new Lamborghini.
Yeah, so
It's fun to
this is
drive
my
in the Hollywood
garage.
Hills. You old heads might remember that. But yeah, no, this is the garage right here, garage door. And then, yeah, motorboat, super cool. What brand is this? Sea Ray? I don't recognize. I'm not a big boat guy, but Sea Ray, interesting.
I think I remember Sea Ray. I think my
I don't
grandparents
recall
had a
that.
Sea Ray boat.
Yeah, I'm not super knowledgeable of boats, but
Honestly,
it's a nice one.
me neither. So do not quote me on that.
Yeah. But this is the front-facing view right here. You got the driver's seat, passenger seat. And then back here is the actual motor, which I can see. Try to show you guys. Yeah, this right here is the actual motor. Look at that.
Look at that bad Larry.
All the carpeting and seating. Got the drinks, probably a drink compartment in here. Very cool. Yeah, it's a cool looking boat. I mean, if I had to guess, this is probably from the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, still
Maybe
looks like
90s.
it's in good condition. For
Yeah.
more or less. Like obviously, it would need a lot of work to make it
For sure.
seaworthy again.
And then of course you got more fuel boxes and surge boxes and all that. I mean, your standard garage fare.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool. This is one of the things I really want to show you guys with this boat. Super dope to see. And I think with that, this is the end of this portion of the house. Now, there is another section I want to show you guys, which hoping Jesse and I can get to it. But other than that, that's really about it for this abandoned house. So super cool. This was the mansion proper. What'd you think?
I thought it was really cool.
Really fascinating.
It's really, really big, honestly.
Oh, it's huge.
And there's a whole lot of stuff to see in here. It's a lot.
1.5 milli, you're getting your money's worth.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, this is about it. Jesse and I are gonna try to get to the next spot, and that is what I'm honestly most excited. Oops. That's what I'm most excited to show you guys. So let's head back upstairs. So guys, this is the very last portion of this $1.5 million Massachusetts lakeside mansion. And you can see we're actually in a little bit of a cabin right now. Now, I'll show you the outside a little bit later, but this is actually an island cabin. So as I've mentioned throughout the video, we are on a lake. This is a lakeside mansion, and actually out this window, you can see it perfectly. Again, it is February as I film this, so the lake is frozen and covered in snow and ice, but nonetheless, we are right along the coast of a lake. But we're actually on an island. You can only get to this island by a wooden bridge that connects the actual mansion proper to this cabin. Now, this cabin is significantly smaller than the mansion we just explored. There's only a couple rooms, probably only take us a few minutes to explore it, but we are literally on on an island in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like it's just a like a one floor building. Like it's very small. It's very rustic.
Yeah, very rustic. That's the vibe I'm getting to.
Yeah.
So let's check it out. See what's going on in this little cabin. But yeah, this is a kitchen area for sure. You got the dishwasher, the sink, oven, stovetop.
Yeah. And most importantly, Jacob. Most importantly.
Oh, grape, dude. When in doubt, this place comes through with grape juice. It's that specific brand too.
Yeah. What is it, Sam's Choice?
Oh, they were Sam's Club members. That's crazy. Yeah, fridge right here. It's kind of cool.
Nice fridge. It's a very nice fridge. Nice old fashioned.
Let me see where this is from. This is from 1996. Interesting. So yeah, this is basically we're literally in an island cabin right now. An island cabin only accessible by wooden bridge, which I do have to say that bridge was pretty sketchy. I will try to show you guys when we get out. I just wanted to get the inside first, but we'll show you the outside in a bit. Yeah. You can see they have a lot of beach toys and stuff. They got life vests, flippers.
An old tube.
Oh,
tire,
tube.
Or not tire. An old tube.
So I also want to say, if you were wondering when you're at the mansion, like 1.5 million, that seems excessive. It's a big mansion, but 1.5 million. Well, now you know, they literally have an island and an extra cabin. So it's the mansion proper, an island, a cabin, and it's a coastal waterfront property. So all of that, and it's in Massachusetts.
Not only that too, but I'd go as far as to say that this land is basically an estate.
Oh, 100%.
We have a big house, a smaller cabin that's part of the house, and they have a lot of land.
1.5 million seems like a steal to me, to be honest, like with all the land they have and all the infrastructure and all that.
Yeah, for the land alone, never mind the buildings, 1.5 million, you're getting maybe at least an acre.
Oh, 100%. Probably even more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are on an island. So if you guys want to own an island, just come here.
Yeah.
Looking at buying it.
Now, something else I'd like to say
is
that this cabin has a whole lot of beds.
Oh, it does. A lot of beds. Bed here, bed here, bed here. My guess is that during the summer months, the children who lived at the mansion probably came out here.
Yeah.
Spend the night.
Like summer outing place where they would go.
Exactly.
Maybe have a bunch of sleepovers and whatnot.
Got a little section in here. Got another tube. This one's deflated. Old Starbucks cup. And then this is one of the bathrooms, which actually is not in as bad condition as some of the ones we saw in the actual mansion itself. Got a bathtub, toilet.
Yeah, it's actually solid.
What's going on, guys?
Check it out. Nice old little plaque relief.
They definitely have sort of a maritime theme going on here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even this. Is that the Navy SEAL, maybe?
I honestly have no idea. I don't.
Some sort of official U.S. SEAL.
Yeah.
What's in there? Closet, or is it?
It's just another way out.
Oh yeah, porch. We'll get to that shortly, but that is the outside. But that honestly might be it for this cabin.
Yeah, this is all I can find. There's no stairs leading down or anything.
Again, it's a very small cabin. This is not a big building. It's just a lakeside cabin. You could come in here and chill or spend the night, go swimming, go water tubing. Of course, as we saw in the basement, they have a motorboat. So again, this is like a quintessential lakeside cabin with a lot going on. Yeah. Very cool.
I'm assuming there must be a dock nearby for the boat.
Probably.
The boat would probably be moored here.
Absolutely.
Nearby the cabin.
Fascinating. Okay, so really quickly, guys, Jesse and I just want to show you this front porch area. This is actually the exterior of the cabin. This is the cabin itself. Again, very small, as you saw. It was only a one-story building, not that much going on, just a couple rooms. But this is the cabin where you could come out, and then of course this right here is the lake. Again, it's February as we film this, freezing cold, snow and ice covering the whole lake. But in the summer months, this is probably just a beautiful place to stay. You get the glistening lake waters. But yeah, we're literally on an island right now, an island in the middle of this lake.
Yeah. In fact, right over here, you can see the brush. Might be an old dock. You see the
Yeah.
ladder.
Old dock. And even over here, Jesse was pointing this out, some sort of little bridge.
A little bridge, a nice little area.
Yeah, pretty cool. But this place is definitely in pretty rough condition. I mean, look at the floorboards here, falling apart. I mean, this chair is just completely decimated.
Yeah, this chair is just completely gone.
And then I'll just show you guys over here some more of the exterior of this cabin. You got some nice little chairs here, and then actually a little walkway down to the lake itself. I'm not going to walk down there, but you can see this leads out. That right there is the lake. This is the lake. Again, this is a pretty wealthy area. We're in a lot of nice houses.
Yeah. In fact, it looks like this entire side of the island looks like it. They erected a concrete wall.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
That fully
like a
like
foundation or something.
Yeah. Against
Almost like a
the wall.
seawall for the lake.
Yeah.
Got the side of the cabin right here. You can see it's all painted in yellow. Pretty cool looking. Oh, they even had a grill at some point.
A couple old grills.
And then this is the last thing I'll show you guys on this building. Another little patio, though this one has screens on it, but yeah, pretty cool. So this is really it for this cabin. Again, it's small, but it's just a nice little island lakeside cabin.
Yeah.
And this is part of why this estate is so fascinating to me, is this island cabin.
Yeah, a nice little summer getaway that's not even far from home. You know?
Exactly.
It has all the feelings of being away from home. But
Yeah, 100%. It's almost like you get your own summer home right behind your house. So what Jesse and I are going to do now is we're going to walk across the bridge to get back to the mainland mansion. So join us as we walk across the bridge. How was the walk?
Pretty good. Nice and stable.
So as you guys can see, this is the bridge to get to the island. That's the island, that's the cabin, and this is how you get there. Now, in the winter, you could probably honestly just cross the lake itself, but in the summer, this was the only way to get over there. Walking along this rickety wooden bridge. So Jesse and I are just coming from the lake house right now, going back to this mansion. Really quickly, I did just want to show you the view from the backyard. We are currently out back, and this is the backyard view of the mansion proper itself. And this, of course, is the tennis court. Now, since it is a snowy November day, unfortunately, you can't see this tennis court, but this is where the tennis court would normally be. So I'll have to come back here in the summer months someday and check it out. But I did just want to quickly show you, this is the actual mansion itself. I'm not going to show you from the street view, but from the backyard view, this is what it looks like. Pretty cool looking. You can see there's quite a bit of chimneys, a lot of open windows. It's a pretty cool looking building, and as Jesse alluded to earlier, it is primarily made out of brick. You can see all the brickwork on the exterior. But yeah, this is the abandoned mansion. We're gonna head inside, do one more look, and then I think that's about it.
Hey, thank you guys for joining me. I've been J-Mass as always, and this has been another dope New England adventure. And today we explored an abandoned $1.5 million lakeside mansion in Massachusetts, built in 1941, most likely abandoned sometime in the 2000s. My estimate is probably the mid to late 2000s, considering all of the things we've seen. A lot of them date to 2005 or 2006. So I believe it was abandoned sometime in the mid to late 2000s, but this place was built in 1941 with likely many renovations over the next few decades. But this was a really cool abandoned lakeside mansion. And this place is huge. Of course, you got the mansion proper itself, but you also have an island with a cabin and a wooden bridge that connected to it. Huge property right on the coast, right on a lake. It's a fascinating abandoned location. And I hope you guys enjoyed checking it out with me. I always love exploring abandoned houses and mansions. They're fascinating peeks into a particular period of time, almost like time capsules in a way. You know, you're looking back at this period of time in history captured in a single structure, and I love it. And I hope you guys loved it too, checking this place out. As I said, you know, I originally was notified of this location and it's, you know, where it is all the way back in March 2024. Well, nearly a year later, it is now February 2025. Finally made it over here after many, many months. And unfortunately, this place has been completely destroyed and decimated by vandals and, you know, urban explorers with ill intent. So sadly, I do wish I got here earlier. You know, I kind of got here when everything was destroyed, but still really cool to check out. Glad I got to finally get over here, show you guys. I'm glad Jesse joined me, and another dope abandoned exploration for the books. But as always, guys, my name is J Mass. If you love urban exploring, checking out abandoned sites, and traveling all over New England, I'm always doing that on the channel, so feel free to subscribe. Want to give a shout out to all my subscribers right here, or my channel members. You guys are awesome, and I'd love it if you too, viewer, became a channel member. You'd be supporting me and the channel directly. Or you can follow me on Instagram at JMassOfficial. That's at JMassOfficial. And I do want to give a special shout out to Jesse. Jesse was with me the whole video. Always a pleasure exploring with him. We've been on a couple videos now, so.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of this place? What do you think of this Lakeside mansion?
I think it's very cool. I always enjoy checking out these abandoned places just because there's so much like history here.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of how like, you know, the people that have lived here and their story, that's one piece of the history itself. But alongside that is the actual house itself, you know, being built way back then in the 40s and seeing it in this state, you know, it really, I don't know, it's like almost like nostalgic.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule, you know? You're peeking back into this period of time that's been lost and sometimes forgotten, but you're seeing it how it was, right. You know? It's really cool. So, yeah, glad you got to join me. Really interesting abandoned location, and I think that's about it. So, catch you guys in the next one. See you later.
See ya.